Hello students. Over the decades, the Indian mutual fund industry has seen a lot of development and growth from UTI to the public sector mutual funds to private sector mutual funds. It has become more organized and transparent in terms of its functioning because of the regulations and the standardization from Security Exchange Board of India, SEBI. The AUM or asset under management in India has grown tremendously. In the past decade of 2010 to 2020, the asset under management is 24.2 trillion as of 31st May 2020, and this is aiming to be at again a fourfold by 2025. Now, reasons for this tremendous growth in the mutual fund industry in India may be due to certain factors, very importantly, like digital penetration, the growing awareness, the financial inclusion, improved access to the banking facilities, and the government targeting the smarter cities, and also the increased data speed are all facilitating the drift of asset towards the smaller cities and the towns. So in today's session, let's learn about the progress of mutual fund industry in a phased manner from phase 1 to the phase 6. Also, let's learn about the market view of Indian mutual fund industry and the key trends prevailing at present in the Indian mutual fund industry. The growth of mutual funds in India, if we have to study from international point of view, the dawn of mutual fund industry was witnessed in the 19th century in Europe. It was Robert Fleming who set up the first ever mutual fund company called Foreign and Colonial Investment Trust in the year 1868, who promised to invest and overlook the finances of the investors. While in India, the introduction of mutual funds came much later, the journey of mutual funds in India started in the year 1963 with the incorporation of Unit Trust of India, the UTI. The growth of mutual fund in India has witnessed in a phased manner. So let's discuss all these phases one by one. In India, the formation of the mutual fund in the phase 1 was somewhere between the year 1964 to 1987. Now, the formation and the growth of UTI itself is the first phase of Indian mutual fund industry's growth. Now, phase 1 witnessed the incorporation and introduction of Unit Trust of India by passing an act by the Parliament incorporated by the Reserve Bank of India. The first scheme launched by UTI was Unit Scheme in the year 1964. Later in the years of 70s and 80s, UTI introduced various schemes as per the needs of the Indian investors. The first unit-linked insurance plan was introduced by UTI in the year 1971, while the first Indian offshore fund was launched in the year 1986. Whereas the phase 2, the progress of mutual funds in India was started with the establishment of public sector mutual funds. This was between 1987 to 1992. Now, other public sector institutions like life insurance company, NBFCs were also allowed to start the mutual fund houses, resulting in opening up of economy. Now, State Bank of India was the first bank to establish a mutual fund company in the year 1987. Institutions like Canara Bank, Life Insurance Corporation of India, the Indian Bank, the Bank of India, the General Insurance Corporation of India, and the Punjab National Bank also followed SBI and introduced their own mutual fund operations. Now, asset under this sector increased from rupees 6,700 crores to a whopping 47,084 crores as investors in India showed a great interest in this particular financial tool called mutual fund. Uh, then came the phase 3. In the phase 3, there was the introduction of private sector mutual funds. Now, from 1992 to 1997 is the phase 3 phase, wherein after successful introduction of the public sector funds, the mutual fund industry opened up and witnessed the establishment of private sector mutual funds. So, from the year 1993 onwards, giving Indian investors the extensive opportunity to choose the mutual funds from public and private sector mutual funds. So this also increased the competitions for the Indian mutual fund companies. The phase 4 of mutual fund progress was from the year 1997 to 1999. These 2 years witnessed newer heights. It was very important to create a body for regulation and organization of mutual funds in India, and they wanted to fix a particular standardization for the managing and operations of the mutual fund industry, and this comprehensive rule and regulations for this industry was set up in these years, which was with the birth of SEBI's regulations 1996 for mutual fund industry. Now, SEBI regulations act for managing the mutual fund was introduced in the year 1996, which set up the standardization and set all the uniform rules and regulations for all mutual funds in India. Also, SEBI launched an awareness scheme for the investors of mutual funds. 5 was the emergence of large and the stable industry. This was in the period of 1999 to 2004. So this phase witnessed the integration of the entire industry with a similar set of rules and regulations. The uniform and the standardization of operations and regulations made it easier for the investors to invest in the mutual fund companies, which has resulted in the increased asset under management from 68,000 crores in the previous phase to over 1.5 lakh crores during this phase of 5. Also, if you see in the phase 6, there was amalgamation and a growth, which was from 2004 onwards. From the year 2004, mutual fund industry witnessed integration as there were many mergers, demergers and acquisition of companies and schemes like Alliance Mutual Fund taken over by the Birla Sun Life, PNB Mutual Fund by the Principals, etc. Now, since in the year 2004, this industry is coping up and integrating the new players, dealing with the mergers and the acquisitions and continuing its journey towards the growth has happened. The market view of the Indian mutual fund industry shows that the asset under management, the AUM, stands at 24.55 trillion INR as of 31st May 2020. The AUM in India has grown fourfold in the last decade of 2010 to 2020, and this aims at fourfold growth by 2025. The equity AUMs contributes the major investment in the mutual fund industry, which is standing at 42%, being the biggest contributor in the total overall mutual fund industry investments, while debt-oriented schemes accounts for around 29% of AUMs, and liquid and money market accounts for 23% of the total contribution in the mutual fund industry as of 2019. We could also see that the mutual fund industry's growth is backed up by digital penetration. Government targeting the smaller cities and increased data speeds are also facilitating the drift of asset towards the smaller cities and the towns. Now, increased retail contribution through SIPs, systematic investment plans, also shows the power of digital penetration in India. The total number of folios as of 31st May 2020 stood at 91 million, and the maximum investment in form of retail segment stood at INR 80 million. The key market trend shows that growing base of the individual investors while increasing also the ticket size of the industry. That also shows that SIPs have increased to 32 million as of May 2020. The SIP installment amount could be as small as just rupees 500 rupees per month, and systematic investment plan also helps in rupee cost averaging and also in investing in a disciplined and very attractive manner without worrying about the market volatility and the timing of the market. So these are being the key trends in the mutual fund industry in India. There is a competitive landscape with the major players like HDFC mutual funds. There is an ICICI Prudential mutual fund, SBI mutual fund, Aditya Birla Sun Life mutual fund, UTI mutual funds from the banking sectors. Also, we could see some of the very interesting private sector mutual funds recently, like Parag Parikh mutual funds, etc. Axis Bank mutual funds are also pioneering, increasing their total share in the mutual fund market. We could see that there is a rise in the mutual fund industry in India. There is a greater NFO boom. There are ETFs which are being launched. Also, there is an instant redemption in the liquid fund, which has helped for the growth of mutual fund industries. Also, regulation of mutual funds distributors has helped in bringing the confidence among the investors into mutual fund industry. The budget 2014 increased threshold from claiming this long-term capital gains. Long-term capital gain tax also was reintroduced after 2004. These are the certain trends which has helped in increase in the growth of mutual fund industry. So altogether, if we'll have to summarize, we can say that the evolution of a mutual fund industry has seen into three different waves. The first wave or the first phase which belongs to the institutions like Birla, ICICI and HDFC, who managed to set the stage for the growth. The second wave of the mutual fund industry is some private sector funds like Fidelity, Kotak Mutual Fund, which were non-brands in the business of money management. And the third wave is where we have seen the third generation mutual funds, which belongs to the benchmarks like of this Goldman Sachs or the Quantum mutual funds, Parag Parikh mutual fund, which belongs to this third generation category. So the category does not concentrate so much into an asset under management, but third generation mutual fund concentrates more on the performances. So this is the overall scenario of mutual fund industry in India at present. Thank you, Anandal.